Hi, my name is Radley Fricker, and today we're going to learn how to read drum notation on a music staff. Drum music uses the same staff as any other instrument, but doesn't refer to actual pitches or note names. Instead, each drum and cymbal has its own place on the staff, which we will use throughout future lessons to quickly refer to example patterns, grooves, and licks. Let's first look at where the drums lie on the staff. Okay, so when I'm referring to our staff and I say the first, second, third, or fourth space, we're going up from the bottom. So you've got 4 spaces, and just keep that in mind so that you don't get confused as to where everything is. The snare drum, which I'm going to play first, is located on the 3rd space from the bottom, or the C space if you're used to knowing note names and where they are on the staff. So I'll play 4 quarter notes on the snare, and you can follow along on it with your notation. Okay, now the high tom, or the mounted tom, either one is correct, which is notated on the E space, or the 4th space from the bottom. I'll play 4 quarter notes on that one. You can follow along with your notation. Okay, now for the low tom or floor tom, which is located on the 2nd space from the bottom, or the A space if you're counting, and we'll play that 4 times. Now the bass drum, which is located on the bottom space of the staff, or the F space for note names, I'll play 4 of those. Cymbal notations are usually located on the spaces and lines above the staff. Note that I'm using 3 cymbals, a 20-inch ride, a 16-inch crash, and a set of 14-inch hi-hats. I don't want to get particularly hung up on gear choice. We're focusing on exactly what we need to get the job done, and I think that these 3 cymbals do that nicely. Okay, we're going to look at the ride cymbal first, which is this one right here, which is notated on our staff as the line, the top line on our staff, or the G line, or I'm sorry, the F line if you're paying attention to pitch. We'll play that 4 times for you. Also on that same line, we're going to have the bell of our ride cymbal, which will be on the same line, but the X will have a circle around it. So that's how you'll know to differentiate between those 2 sounds. I'll play that for you. Okay, our next cymbal is the crash cymbal, which is notated by an X on the ledger line, the first ledger line directly above the staff, which is the A ledger line. So I'll play that for you now 4 times. Okay. Now for our closed hi-hat with our hand, struck with our hand, is the space, also the space directly above the staff. That's just a regular X. It sounds like this. Now for our open hi-hat sound, which is notated by a diamond on the G space right above the staff. So I'll play that 4 times for you. And when we play the hi-hat only using our foot, removing the left foot from the pedal and then replacing it to get the sound of the 2 hi-hat cymbals closing together, uses the space directly below the staff, which is the D space if you're paying attention to note names. So I'll play 4 of those. Being able to read music is an essential part of being a complete musician. Getting this notation system under your belt to where you don't have to think about it will aid you in understanding future examples. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Radley Fricker, and I'll see you next lesson.